All right, so here's the next update of what did I mess up this time, but not really. All right, so instead of going with the cups, terminal cups, I decided to drill holes and just put these binding posts. I think it'll just look nicer when everything's said and done. I don't have to drill like a huge hole in here, it's just 2 little holes. But here's where I made the mistake. The thickness of the fiberglass is not as thick as the section here. So it sticks out a little bit, which means this can't get tight. So that means I'm gonna have to get some washers to go around that to pick up the slack for that little extra depth, and then it should be fine. But that's what I'm going with, are the binding posts. I noticed that on some of the more professional looking boxes, so that's what I'm going with instead of the terminal cups. Besides that, I did the faces. As you can see, here we go. So the speaker, these are the holes. Now instead of putting just wood screws in, because this is MDF, so if you ever take the speaker out, it's just gonna start stripping this stuff. I'm going with these T-nuts. Basically, when they go into the wood, they got these little spikes so they grab in, and then these machine screws. So that way I'll be able to take them in and out if I ever need to. I mean, I might never need to, but if I do, it'll be the screws, not, or the machine screws, not the wood screws. So I don't have to worry about, like, if I take it out a bunch of times that it strips it and then the thing won't, I'll have to like turn the speaker or something like that. Once these go in with these, I'll be fine. So there's just that, those, got to get the washers, and then just, of course, paint, sand, carpet. I'm going to carpet the fronts, the tops. My plan is for the back, I'm just going to paint it black and leave carpet over like the areas that you actually see, because this part here is actually never going to be seen, but I'll just get to paint it black so it looks nice. MDF, you know, here and here, it's all that's going to be covered in carpet. The bottom will be carpet. It's just going to like basically sit on carpet, go across the front, over the top, along the parts that you see. And the back, I'm just going to cut the carpet, and then you just have like paint. And like I said, it's going to be black paint. So pretty straightforward. They'll be able to come in and out fairly easy because of these things. And that's where I'm at. I mean, if you need to see the other side too, it's the exact same thing. That's that part, like I told you, had to sand in a little bit because of the groove that comes in on the fiberglass. But that's what allows it to get flush. There you go. So, and of course, body filler along all the edges, because there's parts where it's not 100% close, but I mean, you're talking like 1/4 of an inch. So I mean, that's fairly good for my first and only time doing it. I mean, if you wanted to recut the faces and get it even closer, good for you, but I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna put the screws in all around wherever it touches, fill it in with body filler, and then carpet it. I mean, it'll be airtight, so I'm good. As far as the subwoofers, here are the SVR8 D4 scars. These things have very large magnets on them. Now, as far as how to like make the hole to cut in the MDF, well, I took the styrofoam apart. It came in like 3 layers. Oh, here's another layer. But the middle layer, out of all this, like as you can see here, this, like that, this middle layer, that's the size of the diameter for the ring, for the hole that you need to cut out. So basically I just took this, I sat it on the wood, I cut the hole, and then, and that was it. I mean, it measured up perfectly. So there's that, there's the sub. Oh man, this thing's got a massive magnet on this thing. I guess that's why I can take all that power. Let's just come off. All right. There we go. So the 8s themselves are, I mean, in my opinion, tiny subwoofers, because I've never had an 8 before. I mean, they're very small, but the magnet is almost as big as the speaker itself. So yeah, that's that, and that's where we're at. So tomorrow, go to the hardware store, get the washers to tighten those up, and then I'll get to work on actually, like I said, I'm going to prime the fiberglass. I'm going to paint it all black. Then I'll mount the carpet, and then attach the speakers and the wiring. These things are done finally. Thank God. You've been watching all these. I hope you do this better than I did. Thank you.